Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video on the Football Tribe and myself, Shanger. In this video, we're going to look at a few things, few strategy, or my kind of a plan towards pro games. Pro is just nothing but whatever comes apart from the free to play mode, that is set. I'll just walk you through set with an update what we have. There are European packs. The starter pack was out. I just opened it, and the European packs as whole are out this evening. So you could go and buy the European players, because the European season is going to start from this weekend onwards. We just a couple of days more. The Militao was a one star, I think, is injured. That's the reason for it. And yeah, you can just open all the bronze packs with whatever essence you have saved from last set campaign, and build your gallery with the European players from the major leagues. So just a heads up, if you haven't explored the market space for on set for the summer camp, and climb up the leaderboard as early as possible, because we have got some updates on when the seasons are going to start. Because I think there was a update. I think I missed it somewhere. Okay, so I've missed it somewhere, but yeah, it looks like the current set, which is the summer camp, ends at, yeah, you can see it here, in 25 days. So approximately on September 7th or 6th, we are going to end this particular current live summer camp set, and next set will be starting the very next day. Just a heads up that none of the essence are going to get carried over. You can see, the summer camp essence are live until only these 25 days, and after that the essence will get lapse. But your gems, whatever you are going to save it, are going to get carry forward for the very next set. We haven't got any update on what is the new set going to look like, and what are the kind of rewards are going to be there at the very top levels. We should wait for another a couple of more weeks or so to get a update from Sorare on what is the plan for the next set. Coming up to the pro, I'm going to discuss about what is my plan for the very first few weeks, while we have the European games kicking off in the next couple of days time. My plan is going to be I'm going to not compete, but just participate in La Liga rares. I have went ahead and bid on few rare players, a couple of clubs focused, say like Malaga and Celta de Vigo. So these two clubs have got a few bunch of players just to participate in the very first few weeks. I will tell you the reason in another few minutes time. So just you can see here, the game starts from this week onwards. We have the very first game on Saturday 15th of August with Alaves and Getafe, and followed by Sevilla, Rayo Vallecano, Racing versus Villarreal, Espanyol versus Levante, and on Monday we have Celta de Vigo versus Osasuna, and Tuesday we have Deportivo versus Elche. So these are the first week games. You might be surprised, we all know, not the major clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Real Betis are playing in the very first week. So it's going to be anyone's game, kind of a start to the La Liga season, I would say. So if you are very particular in building your gallery focused towards big clubs, stacking someone from Real Madrid or Barcelona, the very first week and even the second week is going to be a bit of a silent on the gameplay front. So on the game week 5, we don't have all these teams, whereas in game week 6 we see La Liga is still there. But if you go to that particular thing, you can see there are no games on Tuesday, Wednesday. But on Thursday we have Atletico de Madrid versus Malaga, and on Friday we have Rayo Vallecano versus Alaves. So only 2 games, so only 4 teams are going to participate in the game week 6. So even if you're planning to build your lineup from now on, I would still say we still have some good amount of time, 2 days, almost 2 days for the game week 5, followed by close to a week for game week 6. And that's the reason I have focused my plan or strategy towards La Liga with mid-table or even like lower table teams, just to farm as much as essence to craft in season cards or as much as XP to gain for the very first few weeks. Just an example, I'll just go for game week 5, which is going to be the very first week for La Liga. I haven't created any, I haven't built any lineup yet, but I'll just do it for the sake here. And you can see only 191 managers, 191 players or teams are part of it, and we have another 2 days of time or close to 3 days of time. But 191, I expect it should be less than 400 or 350, or 400, 450 max, not more than that. In that case, we have rewards until 750, which is going to be an XP here. Until 580, from 411 to 580 we have XP, but 1000 XP. But if there are going to be only 400 players, as per my assumption, I'm going to land on the essence here, which is specifically from La Liga. So 250 or rare essence if there are only going to be 400 players. So even if my lineup, none of the players play, it's going to be DNP for at all slots, I will still end up getting some essence if there are less than 400 players. But realistically, if there are a couple of players playing, and if my captain gets a positive decisive, I am looking at around 150 to 200 shots. So that will give me 1000 essence, which is easily craft a player from La Liga so that I can use it in upcoming weeks. So my only aim, or my kind of the aim to do this particular game week is just form as much as essence as possible to craft a couple of players in upcoming weeks, so that when Real Madrid Barcelona plays in the game week 3, according to the Sorare calendar, so when we go for game week 7, which is from 21st August to 25th, we'll have all the games in here. So we can see Madrid plays Espanyol, and Atletico versus Villarreal, and Barcelona plays as Elche. So game week 7 is going to be the major game week where all 10 matches are going to be played in La Liga, and that's the reason we have the boosted rewards for La Liga specifically on game week 7 and 8, which is going to be 3 and 4 for La Liga specifically. So that's pretty much it, and I'll just maybe build a couple of squads for the very first game week. So on the goalkeeper, I have these two options. I'm going to go for Severa from Alaves, and I have all these players. I think potentially not everyone is going to definitely play. At least someone like Alvaro Nunes can come in as a substitute, as our aim is not going to be competing for the higher the first few places, but just form as much as essence as possible or XP and save it up and build our gallery for upcoming weeks. So I think that's a 70% chance for Auto to start, so I'll go for Auto. And then here we have Roman with a 90% chance of starting, so I'll still go for it. And Borja have a classic as well as an in-season. We don't have any other choice on the forward front, so obviously Borja is going to be our choice, and predominantly all the others are going to be either a substitute players, or unless there's going to be a last minute player, a surprise where a starter comes in from this particular pool of players. So I'll go for the 40% starting suggestion here with Alvaro Nunes from Celta. So these are going to be our first team. Not a great team, but we have at least 3 predicted starters as per Sorare's data, and with 90% for Roman and from Celta, and they have a higher position on the winning probability versus Osasuna. So I'll go for Miguel Roman as my captain. I am not going to put any substitutes at the moment because I need to build as many teams as possible. So I think only I can build 2 because I have only 2 goalkeepers. So I'll just go and create the second one. So Dituro, which is 80%, and all the other are 10 to 20%. There's a potential injury, so I'm not sure whether Gavi is going to play in the very first game, and we have Berakwal. I just bought him for like $3 to $4 a day or two before, because it's an MLS in season. He's still qualified for as an in season card for La Liga as well. But I might go. Let's go with, because it's just going to be 10 to 20%, and Dennis Suarez might come in as a substitute. We don't have a forward here. We have only Iglesias, but we can't pick another forward here. So we might have to pick one. Okay, we don't have. So I don't. So we are going to suffer building the second squad without a forward, and we have only one here. So yeah, it's going to be only one team at the moment. With this, I will try to see if we can bring in another forward player from, uh, say, any of these teams. If that works, we're not going to have anybody else. Okay, so yeah, I'll try to just build up another squad to just form as much as rewards as possible. So that's pretty much my strategy towards how I'm going to start La Liga. And for the very next game week, which is game week 6, I have to lineup set already, and you can see only 37 players. But the rewards are also going to have a difference. That's going to be the key point here. You can see only $800 is the first prize for this particular game week, because there are only 2 matches and only 4 teams are going to be part of the game week. And the rewards is until 200. I assume the numbers are still going to be less than 200. So anything around, say, even if you're going to be around 100 or 150, I'm still going to get a part of essence and a part of XP here. We still have time to shuffle up things. Is there another way to add? Yeah, I think we can add one more team in here, because I've bought a good backup or substitute players from Alaves. So we will go for it. We'll go for auto here, just I'm just building as it goes. Yeah, so we're going to have a forward here. We'll have to see that again. Yeah, so once I get a forward, I think I can bring another one, or we have an extra forward here. I can swap a midfielder in here to start another lineup here. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll end up with 3 teams playing for the second game week. As I said, we are not going to compete for the first few places for the big dollars in here, because these teams are just I bought it at very basic auction prices just to participate, and if we have a luck, we might end up getting something back from the game. So that's pretty much on the very first few weeks what I'm going to play on the pro front. I'm not going to go for any the hot streaks, which is pro. Yeah, it's still confusing. I'm sorry if I have confused you guys, but yeah, it'll take at least a few weeks for me to settle down with the names. So yeah, I'm not going to play any hot streaks at the moment, be it any from the major leagues or from the minor. I think from the minor, I can still play something like SP, Scottish Premier League, SPFL, because I have a good decent squad, I would say. And on the crafting front, I was lucky to craft an Ivar Pandur, which is an in-season goalkeeper. I've also listed him up because I'm not focusing on playing SPFL long term, and I'm just wanted to sell at a good price during the very few initial weeks, and that's where you can take the profit out. You can see I have some good a decent stack from Dundee. I am just I'm just going to sell all these players out, not going to look at SPFL as a long term thing, because I have profited from just crafting one card, the star card here, the goalkeeper from Rangers. So if I just sell it even less than say $30, say around $25 in another few days time, still it's going to be a profit, a break even for me. So even if I'm going to discard all the cards for less than the market price, I'm still going to be in the profit zone. So yeah, that's pretty much on in today's video what I wanted to share. This is how my La Liga stack looks like, or the kind of a strategy what I'm planning. Let me know in comment section what you guys are planning to do, how your gallery looks. Are you going in for classic, or you still want to wait for a few more weeks for the price to settle down a bit and then take things forward? And let me know your strategy, your plans, or your thoughts on whether the market is how the market reacts, and whether the prices are a bit higher or lower than what you thought. Put all those thoughts in the comment section. Happy to have a conversation in there. Thank you so much for watching the video until the last minute in here. And if you like the video, please do like and also subscribe the channel, share it with your friends. Let's have a good community, building it here. It means a lot for a newbie creator like me when I get the support from the community. Thank you so much. This is Shengav signing off until next video. Bye.